What's going on? It's your boy Lingo Jonez, and I just jumped off the porch with Dirty Glove Bastard. You feel me?
All right, so we got the one and only Lingo Jonez jumping off the porch with us today. Welcome, bro.
Yes, sir. What's happening? Hey, it's an honor to be here.
Now, I appreciate you pulling up on us on your birthday week too, right?
Exactly. Birthday week, turning up.
There you go.
That's all I wanted for my birthday was to end up on off the porch.
Oh, for real? Now that's love, man. I appreciate that
Made
too.
Made it happen,
bro.
man.
Yeah. So how you feeling today too, man?
I'm feeling good, man. I had that long ride from Orlando coming up here. This is my first time seeing snow.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, I mean, I done traveled and been places, but around wintertime, I'm back in Florida.
I don't blame you. I'm a Florida boy too. It took me a while to get used to this. Now it's like, man, when it's snowing, I'm trying to stay indoors, man. I don't want to see this.
Yeah, I just said I wasn't gonna let the snow stop me. I said if the snow stop me, then it's gonna stop me with anything else I need to do in life. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nothing stopping this. We finna make this happen. Let's do it.
So, born and raised in Orlando, right?
Yep.
Okay, man. So talk about your come up in Orlando, man. What was you into as a kid and all that shit?
As a kid, I was into sports, football, music. Music always been a passion of mine. I put my first mixtape together when I was 12. It was an actual tape, a cassette tape that you put in and hit record with the music playing in the background, and then if you mess up, you got to start over. Yeah, like that. That's how I started. But yeah, other than sports and music, I was just being a regular kid.
Okay. And what was the family dynamic like at home? Did you have mom and dad in the house, brothers and sisters too, or what?
I mean, shout out to mom, shout out to pops. You know what I'm saying? My grandma raised me though.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, they played their part as parents and did what they had to do, you know what I'm saying? But yeah. Grandma held me down over there late, man.
Okay. And what type of relationship did you have with Granny? Was she like real lenient on you, or was she real strict? Or?
I mean, she was strict in the beginning, but once I hit like 13, 14, she started letting me jump off the porch. You know what I'm saying? Like, getting a little taste of what a little splash of freedom would be like. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But yeah, she was sweet though. That's my baby. If anything happened to her, I don't know.
I feel that, man.
I gotta go see her too. I'm coming to see you, baby girl. Real soon.
So what led to you jumping off the porch when you were 13?
What led to me jumping off the porch? Wanting to be around my dogs. Wanting to be around my friends. They come and knocking on the door asking, can I come outside? You know what I'm saying? Like, we indulged in some good things. We indulged in some bad things. We indulged in some ugly things, but that's just kids being kids,
Yeah.
That's the time to make all your mistakes. Like, for real, as you get older, you learn from them.
Absolutely.
Nobody perfect. You're going to make a mistake here and there, but you don't want to be a repeated offender. You want to learn from that and elevate.
And what would you say was like one of the biggest lessons you learned then?
The biggest lessons I learned as a kid?
Just coming up in life.
One of the biggest lessons I've learned coming up in life. Nobody gonna give you nothing. You gotta earn it, or nobody gonna want it more than you. And that's the best way to say it. Like, even with me on the artist standpoint, I could want to be a fire artist all day, but I gotta want it more than anybody else, because they gonna look at it like, why should we listen to you? Why should we, ride your wave? You know what I'm saying? What you got going on? So you gotta put it in their face. I'm a believer, so yeah.
No, absolutely, man. And what part of Orlando are you from? What neighborhood are you from?
I grew up in Lake Man. See, y'all heard a lot about Crosstown. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Crosstown, by the way, you know what I'm saying? A couple of my dogs came in here, did their interviews and stuff, they big interviews, you know what I'm saying? So it's my turn, but we got other hoods in Orlando as well. You got Mercy, you got Pine Hills. Then you got Winter Garden ain't quite Orlando, but it's still affiliated. So, they Orlando too, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I grew up in Lake Man though, Lake Man Projects, 3300 block.
Okay.
Not too far from Orange Center, you know what I'm saying? Like Demetrius Homes, Boca Club, Motown, you know what I'm saying? That little cluster right there, that's where I grew up at.
Yeah. And what was that environment like growing up there?
Just like any other project in Orlando, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna say it was like beat down, but it kind of looked like the Poker Beans down in Miami.
Okay.
That's the structure, if you want to imagine like what it looked like, you know what I'm saying? The projects, I think they painted blue now. They used to be tan, they used to be green, they stayed flipping them, whatever. But we used to have a bus stop entrance across from the fire station. and then you got 3 other entrances. You know, back in the day when Lake Man was off the chain, that was your only way in, unless you managed to finesse your way through them houses over there, you know, going to watching the shores, and you know what I'm saying. But other than that, you know, they was waiting for you at the gate, waiting for you at from the fire station on down to Frank's store. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you had to come back that way, especially if you caught the bus. Yeah. So I got into a lot of fights growing up.
True. Is it still the projects today, or have they converted it to like, you know?
Oh no, it's still the project.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Them kids, the younger generation over there, shit, they off the chain. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like we had our moments out there being off the chain, but these just don't care. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, this new generation is something else, man.
I'm talking about, but I don't even know how to explain it. You know what I'm saying? Like back then, okay, so you got YNs, you know, that's what they call them now. You know what I'm saying? We grew up as YGs. You know what I'm saying? YGs had structure. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like an older head telling you, or showing you how to walk around the hood. You know, how to talk around the hood. Like, you know, how to carry yourself. What moves you should make. What moves you shouldn't make. Setting examples for how we should, you know, come behind. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, coming up over there.
Yeah.
But
do you feel like there's just like a lack of guidance these days, or is it just the youngins, they don't want to listen to anyone?
The youngins, they don't want to listen. You know, you can't tell them nothing. I mean, but it all started in the home though. You know, it all started out with how you raise your child coming up. Like if kids feel like they can get away with bad grades, or they feel like they could get away with kicking a kid in the leg at school and the parent ain't gonna do nothing at home, it's up from there. You know what I'm saying? You just gonna get a slap on the wrist or don't do this again, it's up from there. You know, growing up back in the day, we used to get our asses tore up. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, I wish you would bring a C home. I wish you would skip school. You know what I'm saying? You know, the teachers was calling, looking for you, concerned. You know what I'm saying? Like, they had real structure back then. You know, we trying to, you know, reinforce it now, but I mean, you know, the adults gotta, you know, lead by example too. You know, can't act like the YN, you know what I'm saying? You gotta act like the OG you becoming.
Do you feel like social media plays a part in that too?
Oh yeah, a big part in it. You know, back then, you know, we had MySpace. You know what I'm saying? We ain't have Instagram, and people went out here doing it for the likes, and nah. If somebody liked you or you got likes, you earned that going outside. You know what I'm saying? You had to get around your environment, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, they could get a feel for you. That's how you got your likes. Now they getting likes behind the camera. You know what I'm saying? Kids can sit in the house all day, sit in their room with the door closed all day. That's what they doing.
Yep.
Hiding behind the camera in this generation. That's what it's all about. Shit, people don't need talking in the home no more. Everybody in their head down on their phone. That's it. Don't nobody know how nobody day was because they talking to each other all day on the phone. If I'm talking to you all day, why would I ask you how your day was once we at home at dinner talking?
Because you already know how it went.
Exactly. You already know how it went. Access. You know, back in the day, I'm gonna say way before my time, I say around my mama them time, they had so much to talk about at the dinner table because the father was gone to work, mama at home, you know, tending to the babies and the kids at school. Nobody had access to nobody until they came back home and sat at their table. You know what I'm saying? But ever since they added all these distractions, you know what I'm saying, it downgrade the value of the family.
You got any kids yourself?
Yeah, I got a son.
Okay. How old is he?
He 1 year old.
That's it. Congrats.
Shout out to baby KD, man. Daddy love you. That's my baby.
So what's the morals and principles you plan to teach him?
I want to teach him the same morals I grew up with, but more, how can I say it? More thorough. You know what I'm saying? Like, I let him watch TV. You know, he watch his sports and watch his cartoons and all that, but I won't let him watch nothing out of the ordinary.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if the world wasn't meant to appear to be one way, like basically, I don't want my son to look up to the TV or grow up learning from the TV. I want my son to grow up learning from me. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. Don't touch that. Don't walk like that. Stick your chest up. Walk with your head held high. Complete the mission. Don't give up. When you say it, mean what you say and say what you mean. Mm-hmm. That's what I want.
Nah, I feel that, man. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He gonna be a little city boy, you know what I'm saying? Like
Florida shit, right?
Hey, he gonna be a little city boy. It's gonna happen. It's bound to happen.
Yeah.
Shit, my daddy was a city boy. My granddaddy was a city boy. That's a city boy. That's a city boy. I'm a city boy.
Yeah. So taking a step back, 12 years old, you put out your first mixtape, man. Mm-hmm. What had inspired you back then to start rapping and putting out mixtapes and everything?
You know, Pops used to put Master P on the TV every day, all day. So I grew up watching No Limit, listening to Tupac, listening to Michael Jackson, listening to Jodeci, Casey and JoJo, the whole nine, you name it. From Biggie Small down to DMX, you know what I'm saying? Like a piece of everything. And then they had 106 in Park back in the day. It was always my dream to sit on that couch. You know what I'm saying? I hate they took that couch. Man, you need to bring that back. I don't care if you call it 106 and Drive. You know what I'm saying? Like, bring that back. We ain't got AJ and Free no more, but shit, let Lingo host it.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, you never know. We can make something happen.
And did you fall in love with making music right away, or did that come later on in life?
I say right away.
Yeah.
Like, my pops, he always felt like I was gonna be a lawyer because I talk so much. That was my problem. I talk too much. But I told him, nah, Dad, I'm gonna be a rapper. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. Like, I really said that. I used to sit in my room, write raps. I used to win rap battles, rap contests, little sing-offs. You know what I'm saying? Even with the singing stuff, like, I say singing was my chick on the side at first, and rapping was the strong point. I ain't really get into singing until I realized girls like dudes that could sing.
Real shit.
I like this chick in elementary school, and she was crazy about this Puerto Rican kid, this little legit whatever, because he could sing. So we had a school talent show coming up. I'm like, oh, okay, so she like a dude that could sing. You know what I'm saying? I had done opened up, sung the national anthem for the program, and she was out there, you know what I'm saying? I seen her looking all shocked and surprised and all that there. And I seen the love I got from singing. And I kind of started gravitating to that too. But now I'm singing more. I don't, like, if you listen to my album, City Boy Nights, you'll see I don't really rap.
Yeah, it's very melodic.
Off-White, the song I got with Trap Hamilton, I say, that's the only song I really like rapped on. Cause I feel like, anybody could rap. Especially in, with the music, with the mumble rap that's coming out nowadays. You know what I'm saying? But when you start to add them vocals to it and they sound pretty good, you start to separate yourself. Not everybody can sing, you know what I'm saying? If y'all need a hook, man, holla at me. I do hooks too.
And at what point did you really start taking music serious, figure out like this is what you wanted to do, this is where you're gonna put your money and your time into?
Starting with this guy right here, with that boy Gino. So I was up in Tallahassee going to FAMU for a little bit, and I had a single called "We Got It," aka "Fuck with a Nigga." You know what I'm saying? That's what they know it as in Orlando. You know what I'm saying? Like they used to play that song in every club in Orlando at one point in time, on repeat, slow motion, regular motion, for real. But yeah, like I had to basically get the beat remade. So I had linked up with bruh at a showcase, and he was sitting on the panel as one of the judges, like the winner get a free beat, whatever, da 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 da. I didn't win that night, but I ended up linking with bruh, and bruh remade the beat for me, and he actually produced my first little project I put out in the city called "Sample for the Streets." Yeah, that "Fuck with a Nigga" song, fuck with a nigga. Hey, that's the producer right there. That's the one that made that beat. You know what I'm saying? That's the face behind it right there. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, man. That fuck the club, fuck the club, fuck the club. You know what I'm saying? He used to play that at Beachin. That's the producer right there, Gino. Like, for real. Yeah. So I took that record, and I don't know, like things weren't really going right for me at school, at FAM or whatever. Like, I wanted to do the football thing, that ain't work out. And at that point, I felt like I was going to school just to go to school. And I'd be sitting in class like asking myself, why am I here? Like I ain't go to FAMU for me. I went for my mama. You know what I'm saying? Because she wanted me to go, and plus I wanted to, get away from the house and, live life a little bit. And I did. I really did. Y'all remember them days on the hill for the ones that went. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know. The Super Ranch. Y'all know. I ain't got to say nothing. If you know, you know. There'll never be another Super Ranch. But like basically I was put in a situation where it was like you could take this route, but the music journey gonna take longer, but you'll get there. Or you could take this route where you live a whole totally different life from the life that you really want. Like, you have this little career, you might do your little thing with business and so on, but in that fam, like they try to, like especially in the School of Business program, like they try to groom you into being something other than yourself. To me, it seemed like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say that's everybody's case, but that's how I felt like it was for me. You know what I'm saying? One of my professors, I ain't gonna say her name, she used to, oh yeah, one day you gonna cut your dreads. Yeah, you gonna cut your dreads before you graduate. You ain't gonna graduate till you cut your dreads. Da-da-da-da-da. I still got mine, and they wicked up now. And I'm on Off the Porch in the ATL with one of the hottest albums in Orlando right now, and some states, countries, and cities outside of the city. Yeah. So I might not have made it all the way yet, but I feel like I'm doing pretty good for myself, Miss Lady. For real. Do you remember me?
Yeah, sometimes you got to use that as motivation, It is
when
they try and tell you can't do something, they usually motivate you to go even harder at this shit to prove them wrong.
But to keep the story going, though, like I had took that record back to Orlando, free my brother Truck. Truck played a big part in me getting this thing started too. He doing life right now. But we went to a club called Glitz. All I had was that record. I met the dude Trouble, JT, and a couple of other promoters. And I told them that I had a record I wanted to get played that night. That was the We Got It record. They was like, oh yeah, we'll introduce you to the DJs, but that don't mean that they gonna play the record, whatever. They might just get your email, woo, woo, woo. All right, my brother said, fuck that, we finna get this played. Yeah, you finna get this record spent tonight. We went up in there, we was vibing. He ended up being cousins with one of the security guards, so he ended up hollering at DJ CeeLo, and he said he'll play the record for $20. Truck put up the 20. DJ Consistency and CeeLo spent the record. After that, everybody was vibing in the club like it's been out. Like it's been out for years, you know what I'm saying? Then, Consist came and hollered at me, we exchanged contact. Next thing you know, I'm club every night, getting the song spent, different clubs, chilling with Consist. Shout out to bro, you know what I'm saying? I always give you your flowers, whether you know it or not. But yeah, that kind of inspired me to keep going. Then I dropped Sample for the Streets, put out a couple videos with D-Lo Studio. And I like getting up at 2, 3 in the morning and putting up posters, even though the police would take them down in the middle of the night. You know what I'm saying? Like I had a little street team. Like I had homegirls that'd get up with me and put up posters. Shout out to y'all. Y'all know who you are.
Yeah. All right, so Lingo, you got a couple new folks that just joined you, man. Want to shout them out real quick?
Yep. And shout out to my manager Remix.
What's going on, everybody?
You know what I'm saying? Shout out Mozzie. What happening, man? TMM in the motherfucking building.
Yes, sir.
Froze. Hey, breath fire. Breath fire on that music tip, too.
Okay.
For real.
So how did you and Remix link up, man? And how did he end up becoming your manager, man?
Remix had reached out to me on Instagram, and he pretty much told me that he wanted to, help, market me and, get my numbers stronger and, eventually, get to the point where, we're on the management level. And I was iffy about it because, I done got scammed on Instagram before trying to, trusting people, so my trust is limited. So I told him, I said, I'm big on building relationships. I don't really care about the wave, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm big on bonds and relationships. That's how I build trust. And I told him whenever he come down to Florida, we'll link up, you know what I'm saying? And, he link up with me. I said, if you come down to Florida and link up with me, I'll start, working with you. He came down.
Oh yeah.
He had a session with other artists, but he invited me to the session, you know what I'm saying? So I got a chance to, catch his vibe, you know what I'm saying? And I already knew the guys that was around him because, of course, they from the city. But bruh did some realness there. And I built that trust with him instantly, you know what I'm saying? And we just started working. We went a year strong.
Okay.
Grinding. like last year, I say that was probably one of the best years I done had. Getting this music popping for real. Breath stayed in my ear, and I stayed on him. He an artist too, you know what I'm saying, as well. Bro wear many hats, so we kind of challenge and push each other. But the bond just made the business better, you know what I'm saying. So yeah, it got to the point where we are right now.
There you go.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mix 'em Up Management.
Yeah. And Remix, what did you see in Lingo that made you want to reach out and manage him now?
Shoot, I see a lot of hard work, grind. I see consistency too. One thing I can honestly say, what pulls me to an artist is consistency. Once you consistent, you got my attention. So he got my attention. And like bro say, pretty much I had a studio appointment a month after I met bro, you know what I'm saying, in Orlando. So I was like, let me kill two birds with one stone. Let me go down there and knock the studio out and invite him to the studio. He pull up and shit, he look at me like, dude, you serious for coming down here to Orlando? I'm looking at it like, sure, I have to, because you consistent. You see what I'm saying? I need somebody like that on my team. Tired of working with lazy artists. So that's just to answer your question, consistency. Love the consistency.
Nah, that's as good, man.
Yeah,
So Link,
man.
so Link,
Real.
yeah.
Bro challenged me to,
A lot of conversation and pretty much how we do it is team effort. I run something by him, he runs something by me. We always communicate. So we all just communication. That's what got us going. Good communication.
I got you. So City Boy Nights, Lingo. Talk about this product, man. First off, for people that don't know, what is a City Boy, man?
What is a city boy? An example of a city boy, it's the opposite of a city girl.
Now you mentioned you kind of got into the singing melodic bag for this one, man.
Yeah.
Was that intentional? That
was intentional.
Okay.
I'm talking about, I used to be lean and ripped up, you know what I'm saying? I started truck driving for a little bit, put the weight on. Instead of getting the weight off, I tapped into my big boy, my big man, my big boy era. You know what I'm saying? And that made me want to, sing and bring that melodicness out and just get the full essence out of being big. You know what I'm saying? My voice was big on it, you know what I'm saying? So I wanted to, it's like tapping into a character. You know what I'm saying? But if you look at the album cover, all them pictures is mug shots from the center all the way around. Those are testimonies, you know what I'm saying? Them tales, you know what I'm saying? Stuff that I've been through, stuff that I've seen, stuff that I've witnessed, you know what I'm saying? Stuff that I had to learn from, you know what I'm saying? All of that really, make you a city boy, you know what I'm saying? Overcoming obstacles and not simping.
Yeah. How long you been home? You mentioned those are all mugshots and everything. Did you ever have to go sit down for a long time?
This is the thing. The longest I ever did in jail was 6 months. That was in the county
Okay,
jail.
so all in and out.
Other than that was in and out. A month here, a couple hours there, whatever. Woo. But once you get out, you still fighting them charges. You still walking on eggshells until you get the final, verdict or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, all of that is stories and mistakes that I learned from, which made me tap into putting it into this music, you know what I'm saying? That's always been a dream of mine. It wasn't necessarily to be a star, it was to get my story out, you know what I'm saying? Get people to feel me from where I'm coming from, you know what I'm saying? You done heard stories out there, you know what I'm saying? But it's some real life shit, man. A lot of pain, man. A lot of wins, a lot of losses.
Yep. You
know what I'm saying? Lessons learned, man. All on one project from start to finish. starting with Next to Blow, that's a statement.
Oh yeah.
You know, you say you fuck with Next to Blow, you know what I'm saying? But that's a statement. I am Next to Blow. And I ain't saying that on being cocky, I'm saying that on the consistency. Like, this is probably the most I've been consistently in a while, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not letting up.
Yeah, see, you already dropped another new single for the moment, man.
Oh yeah, for the moment.
And that shit hard too, man.
I appreciate you.
Yeah.
Appreciate you. And like I say, that's all real shit too. Man, broke, peanut butter on a platter of water, no bread broke, no bed broke. Wonder why I'm still living when my pockets dead broke, no head broke. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's real shit. Everybody want to talk about having it and looking a certain type of way in the status, but you got people out there that want to hear about the motherfuckers that excuse my French, know about the people that didn't have it, that had to go to school, you know, swapping out jeans, you know what I'm saying, with their brother and sister, took a bite of a sandwich and passed it to another sibling, and they took a bite of that sandwich, and, you know, because times was that hard. I ain't necessarily saying that was my case, but there were some hard times, you know what I'm saying, that I know a lot of people out there can relate to. You know what I'm saying? You got people out there that feel like they never gonna get rich. That's making the best of what they can make with the life that they dealt and the cards that they dealt and the family that they was brought up in. You know what I'm saying? Stuff that high status people cry about, they embrace, they enjoy, because, you know, that's all they was fed, the little things. You got people out there that want to hear that. And I ain't scared to talk about them times I was like that. Like, for real.
Yeah.
Why hide the moments that you was down? That can inspire somebody else to, you know, get off their ass and make some of themselves.
Sure. I feel that.
For real.
Is there another new project in the works?
I'm gonna do a City Boy Nights Deluxe.
Okay.
And add a couple more songs. And then after that, we're gonna work on City Boy Nights 2.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And shit, Deuce gonna have me in some movies. You know, y'all will catch me on Tubi sometime this year, next year. You know, like, for real, it's a lot of stuff in the works. Oh yeah, that Dumbo video dropping on the 1st.
Oh, tomorrow.
Mid,
So it'll be out by the time this airs then.
I'm
So
talking
tell them to go watch that right now.
hey,
then.
no, hey, midnight. Make sure y'all watching that Dumbo video. We ain't playing. Video after video. Mindset, Mrs. R, Dumbo, City Boy Nights. Like, Dumbo, I want to talk about Dumbo for a second. You know what I'm saying? That song right there, let's see, how can I explain it? Let's talk about Pop Smoke's situation, about how he got killed. You know what I'm saying? No offense or whatever, but on some real shit though, like, you on live, you know, you flexing your money, your jewelry, you know what I'm saying? You done messed around and accidentally dropped your number, your location in there. You know, the jits came and, you know, what happened, but, you know, to me, that was a Dumbo move. That was a dummy play. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that go back to what we was talking about in the beginning of the interview with the social media and everything. You know, everybody wanna, you know, back in the day, it wasn't none of that. You know what I'm saying? So people had to really put in work to you know, to know something or to see something. Now, you know what I'm saying, a jitter shoot Lil Daryl in the leg, record it, and then make a song about it and wonder why he get cased up.
And then say someone snitched on him.
Yeah, and then to say somebody snitched on him, even though he snitched on himself on number 11 on his album.
That's how it always goes.
For real. He might have did a little bit more talking on track 12 and 13. And they tell you where they stay at. They tell you how much grams and woo they got at the house. They'll tell you one of the closest homeboy, he shot this person on Tuesday, and make it seem like it was just a song, even though it really happened. Then to wonder why RICO charges come up out of nowhere.
True.
Motherfuckers cased up. Then you got jits killing other jits because they swearing, you know, they ops or whatever snitching on them, but they telling on themselves. Dummy play. That's the easiest way to get robbed, easiest way to get cased up, easiest way to get killed. Showing all your goodies. You ain't got to show all your trophies. Sometimes, you know, I ain't saying it's a blessing, but, you know, if you in the streets, you're going to do what you do regardless. You know, you do get your wins. That's just what God allowed you to have at the moment. That's your blessing. I don't mean show it to the world. That ain't their business.
Not real shit.
If you can't keep that to yourself, what else can't you keep to yourself?
Yep. So Lingo 2026, man. What should fans expect, man? We know Deluxe and Part 2 on the way. What else you plan to cook up this next 12 months, man?
We got more reels, me and Mix, you know, we got a lot of motion. Me and Deuce, we got a lot of motion. I'm finna get Gino back cooking up these beats again. Oh yeah, I made beats as well, but
Okay.
yeah, I'm a producer as well, Lingo Beats. Party of One, I produced his track. He dropped, when you doing the video for that? We shooting videos in Atlanta while we here, in the snow. Like I said, this is my first time in the snow, so we finna
catch a
get the
vibe,
best
man.
of it. We catching the vibe for real. We making snow angels, we ain't playing. It's my first time in the snow. Yeah, I'm saying.
Hey, live that shit up, man.
I'm saying, I done been where it snowed, but it wasn't snowing when I was there. So yeah, this is my first time. Closest I ever got to snow was the side of the deep freezer. For real.
Go ahead and plug your social media so everyone knows where to follow you at, Lingo.
Me at Lingo Jonez _official on Instagram, and that's Lingo Jonez with a Z, not an S. You put in the S, you're gonna be disappointed. Ain't much there. That Z is important. You can see it on the shirt. Lingo Jonez with the Z. It's a Z right there. That's important. That's a part of marketing. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way you're gonna find me. You put in the S, I'm gonna feel like you're playing with me, and Google gonna feel the same way. For real. Sure. But Facebook, Lingo Jonez. YouTube, Lingo Jonez, everything the same. So I'm the same places y'all other favorite rappers at. I'm the same place YFN Lucci at. I'm the same place Young Thug and all them boys at in the catalog. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can find me there, I promise you. Big shout out to Grizzly World, you know what I'm saying? Helping out with the Lingo Jonez merch. Oh yeah, 1 second. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy Grizzly World. Helping out with the Lingo Jonez merch. And I done watched a lot of the interviews, you know what I'm saying? And you know, I see how they end, but I wanted to grace you with this right here.
Appreciate that, bro.
Lingo Jonez shirt, you know what I'm saying?
Big Haze on the back.
Big Haze
hey,
on the back.
Got me a one-on-one right there.
You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir.
Appreciate that,
You part of the team now, it's yours.
For sure, man. Yeah, my bad, I don't want that to fall, so you just
throw it?
Yeah. Appreciate you, bro.
Yes, sir.
For sure,
You know what I'm saying? So you can rap the city boys too.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Real Florida shit, man.
For sure.
Yep.
No, but big shout out to the team, man. And shout out to everybody out there that's supporting me and holding Lingo Jonez down, you know what I'm saying? Orlando, y'all do got another artist out there that's putting on for y'all and telling our stories and telling our testimonies as well, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna eat together, we're gonna shine together, and we're gonna do what we gotta do. Ain't no competition, you know what I'm saying? We in our own lanes, but we telling the same story. So yeah, let's cut all the bull and just make the music, man. We here, for sure. You could be cleaning doo-doo in the janitorial bathroom one day and off the porch the next day. So you can't judge nobody, you know what I'm saying?
Fact.
Everybody get to that peak along their own journey with their own different paths in life. Some people got a straight path, some people got to step over cracks, but eventually we get there.
Nah, well said, man.
That's all I got to say though.
All right, cool.
City Boy Nights out in the streets, all streaming platforms.
Going lingo with the hood, keep telling me the whole lot on the sauce, boy, you got the recipe. Remain solid, stand on